Well, hello again. This is Kip Ewing, president of the Booster Club for 2015. Joined again by Coach Randy Jackson. This is week 2 of a 10-week series that will go into the postseason as we make the playoffs and earn our way to those positions. Coach, we had a tough game last week with Heritage, another 6A program, one we know well. We've played them every year for the last, 7 years for sure. Any comments on the game on Heritage, just in general?
Well, we knew going in they were going to be really good, and they are. We knew that we have our hands full, and up front they got us a little bit offensively. We got behind the chains a little bit. We were in a lot of second and long, third and long situations that we've got to find a way to fix, and that's what we're working on it. Basically, I left a meeting to come in here and do this because we're working on it. But all in all, I told the guys during the week that this game will not, no second, there's not any second game of the year that defines your season. I don't care who you're playing. You want to beat Heritage because they're our rivals, but it is what it is, and that's a very good opponent that's getting us better for district. And so we're not going to let this define us. We got better because of it. I could not be any happier with the defense. I thought they played excellent defense, wore down in the second half, but we basically took them out of what they wanted to do. We didn't allow them to throw the ball much. They had a little less than 100 yards at halftime, and there'll be a lot of people that Heritage is very good on offense. The quarterback is good, does a great job that moved in. They've got some good skilled kids, and they have a good plan. So all in all, you know, we got some things we know we have to work on. I was proud of our defense, but again, we got to move forward. We got another 6A opponent coming this week.
Yeah, and I was very excited. You know, at halftime, it scored 10-0 at half. You held them to 3 points late, mid-second quarter. I think people were believing. I was unfortunately on the Heritage side working concessions and helping out over there, and I could tell the crowd was a little nervous about the Grapevine Mustangs. And they knew we were there to play. And like you say, I think the defense just finally wore down towards the end of the third quarter, particularly the fourth, and really played their hearts out. Anyone you'd like to point out on offense or defense for the Heritage game?
Well, Brendan Davis comes to mind, Nick Jordan. I think Michael Scott played a great game in the secondary. Alan Bowman, I thought, played a better game than he did against North Crowley, even though we didn't produce points. So we had guys who stepped up and did a good job. Again, we had a hard time winning first down, and when that just kind of steamrolls you a little bit, and so we know we've got to do a better job of that this week, and we've got an injured kid coming back, Jacoby White. He'll help us in the running game a little bit, and so we're looking forward to turning the page and learning from this and trying to get a W again this week.
Yeah, and this week we obviously have our third consecutive 6A component in the Weatherford Roos. We're playing at their stadium on Friday night this week. Overall comments on what you see out of Weatherford and what we can expect?
Well-coached team. Weldon Elms, their head coach. He's been a state champion head coach before, and he's in his third year there, so the building process is taking hold. And so he's had his 2 off seasons. They've got 8 starters back on defense. They run pretty much the same defense we do, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. They're pretty good on defense. Offensively, they got, according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football, they've got a 4-4 and 2 4-5 kids, and we're not sure if they're 4-4 and 4-5, but they're plenty quick, and they do a good job on offense. They're averaging 31 points a game. They're 2-0, and they beat Lubbock Coronado 29-19, and then they beat Irving Nimitz 33-14. So last year they chanted 3-0, 3-0 on the field after they got done with us, and so we're going to go there on a business trip and not make sure that doesn't happen again.
Right, so you mentioned the 2 receivers that have a significant amount of speed. What about on defense? 8 returning starters. Are we talking the linebackers, defensive line, secondary, or all the above, or primarily what are we looking at?
The one that comes to mind for me is their nose guard. He's about 6'4", 280.
Another big guy.
Another big guy at nose. And gives us problems a little bit. So we're going to throw Pierce Pittman in there at center this week, and he's going to fight his tail off, and we're going to have to give him some help. But their outside linebackers are both returners. They do a great job, and but they're probably a little bit better on the run defense maybe than they are on their pass defense. So we're hoping to exploit that a little bit.
So I think we came out of the Heritage game last week primarily injury-free. Has anything changed on the injury front, and everybody's healthy and ready to go?
Yes, sir. Yes,
right,
sir.
That's good. So the game next week is going to be at Weatherford. Starts at 7:30 on Friday night. Would like to thank our sponsor, Kim Assad Realtors, for the Coach Jackson Show, and certainly thank Coach Jackson for taking a quick 10 minutes out of his busy afternoon of planning for Weatherford. This is an important game, Coach. If we can get out of here at 2-1, I think starting district, I think we'll be in really good shape, and I think the kids are really buying into the program. So, Coach, with that, I'd like to conclude the program for today and look forward to next week as we do more with the Coach Randy Jackson Show.